If you just joined us, this is The Press. We are reaching you live from KAFTAN's television studio here in the nation's capital, Abuja. Now, phone lines are open. You can call in to make your contributions as we move swiftly to discuss the headlines that we read out to you earlier. Our guest on the show this morning is Richard Oriri, who is a politician. Great to have you on the show today.
It's my pleasure. Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
All right, straight to the headlines. Quite a number of headlines, but let's manage the next 35 minutes we have. Daily Trust screams, PLATEAU crisis, pregnant woman gives birth in open. And the writer there says children missing as death toll rises to 43. Christians, Muslim leaders point fingers at security agents. And then you have PLATEAU government saying that they are working hard to restore peace in PLATEAU State. So once again, PLATEAU State is in the news for the very wrong reason. And then you have on the Vanguard newspaper says, PLATEAU crisis, gunmen defy curfew, kill over 30, raise houses. Group alleges compromise by security agencies. Ending insecurity is a cardinal agenda coming from Vice President Shettima. Nation's newspaper says the same thing, but then in a different perspective, says leaders how to secure North from terrorists, bandits and others, and ending insecurity is our goal, coming from Shettima. But then Abdul Salami, Sultan, Obey, Jega and some others governors are suggesting way out. Even some of the governors where who are chief security officers in states that are really boiling within security are actually offering security advice, especially to Nigeria and PLATEAU State. What are your thoughts with regards to the fact that, well, just when we thought that, like I heard someone say yesterday, it looks 2024 is just 24 days or 25 days, and then we've had so many issues here and there, security, fire and all. But let's talk about this insecurity, especially in PLATEAU State. Over 30 persons killed, and then the religious, the Christians, at some point, I watched where the Christians were pointing fingers to the Muslims, and then both of them, and another point, both of them are saying that it is compromise from the security agencies. Was it the compromise that made them to kill over 40 people and then burn houses? What are your thoughts?
Thank you, Annabel. The security situation in Nigeria generally is a problem to all of us. You are a citizen, I'm a citizen of the country, and we are all facing the crisis together. And going to Jos, PLATEAU State in particular, I can see that the issue of insecurity in Jos, PLATEAU State, especially the ones that is happening now, can be tagged as political challenges more than any other issue. I say politics because if you look at after the general election, what has happened in PLATEAU generally from after the election to the tribunal, election petition tribunal, to appeal court, to Supreme Court and all of that, you see quite clearly that the issues going on in PLATEAU today could be more of politics than any other way you can take it from. Some politicians, most of these innocent people they are killing in the villages today now, might come from political opponents. It has happened like that before in Benue State, where people were saying this is that, and some of us who are living in Benue State, who knows what was going on in the state, we knew that there was more of political insecurity in the state than what the outsiders were seeing it to be. And the same thing possibly is happening in PLATEAU presently, because the sharp division between the political gladiators is too harsh. And if you descend down to the supporters, where we normally have problem within the political circle is from the supporters. The supporters, they normally take the issues on their head even more than their leaders.
Okay, so you're saying this is no longer a community clash?
It can't be community clash again, because from the sharp division from up in politics normally go down even to the grassroots. In some communities, you see that this group, they are supporters of this either political party or this particular candidate and all of that, and they don't know how to mend fences, and the leaders are not coming in between these two sharp division to see how they bring them together as one indivisible people within a particular community. So what I can suggest that could be done in the issue of Plateau today is for the gladiators, the political leaders from the various political parties. There's no issue of religion. The various political parties to come together and possibly sit together, drink together, and their followers will see that yes, these people, they are not fighting, so that them too will learn from the way they behave. But when we are seeing them even on television insulting each other, we are behaving as if they can even kill, shoot if they are together.
But then when they have weddings and dinners, you always have them come together in the evenings to party together, but then later in front of their supporters, they look like they want to take each other's throats. Yes,
they are matured. If they behave that way, they are mature, they can manage it. But once the ones at the grassroots who don't have that maturity like them, see them behave like that, at least they will 70% they will feel that yes, there is no issue between these people. So why are we killing ourselves down here? You understand? So when such thing is happening, you will see that there is nothing serious in politics. If we can take politics to be that if you succeed today, maybe tomorrow, if I don't succeed today, I will succeed tomorrow. Then you see your brother, if there is no contest in any political arrangement, then there is no democracy. Democracy come with a contest. If there must be a contest, you have that freedom of selection to select whoever you want. If they come from, if you are my sister now, I'm your brother, and I have interest to contest and lead my people, you equally come from another political platform to contest the same election. I will not be seeing you as my enemy, and you will not be seeing me as my enemy, as your enemy. So that is the way I think Nigerian politicians should take politics as we go forward. But what is happening in Jos now, the leaders should have a rethink.
But
see how they'll come together.
You're accusing the leaders, the political leaders, but then they are the ones, the religious group in the state are saying that it is compromise from the security agencies.
They can push it to the security agencies. Who are the people coordinating, managing the security agencies? It's the same politicians. The politicians will always direct the security agencies to behave the way that will suit their interests. Since it's a security matter, there's no how they'll allow you to know what is in their mind. But within the security, even then the security officials, they know that what those people are saying, they are not saying the right thing. They are not saying the truth. And what the statement you say that is coming from leader, the traditional religious leaders. Religious leaders may not know what is going on within the political circle. But I am of the opinion that the political gladiators within the state, they are the one fomenting the trouble more than any other. Not issue of the security officials, they are being managed and controlled by the same politicians. So
okay, is that really how you want to see? Because I want to believe that they are pointing fingers at the security operatives, because 4-hour curfew was imposed on Mangu local government and some areas in Plateau State, but for some reasons the curfew was defied, and I want to believe that it's the security operatives that are supposed to impose this to make sure that the curfew was being people were not everywhere. But for some reasons, some people walked past security operatives if they were even available, and we are seeing that houses were burnt, markets were burnt. That means there was no security on ground. And then secondly, you said the political elite should come together and have a conversation. But while we are waiting for that conversation, what do you think should be the next move? Since curfew is not working, what do you think should be the next move?
The issue of curfew, Plateau is just a state out of 36 states plus FCT in Nigeria. And if you look at even from the IG of police office, you see that we don't have enough manpower presently, and they are not recruiting, and we don't have security gadgets that will equip the security officials on how to implement some of these laws, like the curfew you are talking about now. Maybe the personnel they have asked to go and implement this order of government, they may not have what it takes to implementing that order. And in such a situation, if you put yourself forward, you might be the victim. You might be killed. And if you are killed, your wife will suffer the consequences. And some of those things now is making some of the security officials not to even put their health out so much once it comes to political issue. And what is good, like the curfew now, even the entire security situation presently in Jos, in Plateau State, is on politics, is based on politics. And no, I don't think any sane police officer will bring his or her neck so much out like that in issues like this concerning politicians.
All right.
So I think that is what is causing the whole situation presently.
All right, we'll have a caller on the line. Good morning, Chief Arel.
Good morning. How was your night?
Very well, thank you. Good morning to you.
Yeah, my regards to your analyst, Mr. Richard Oriri, a very good friend of mine. And let me quickly disagree with him. You see, what is happening in Plateau is political will. The political will is not there. My sister, let me ask you a question. A curfew was declared, and you expect security men at least to be around within that vicinity. Even if they are not inside Magu. Magu happens to be the town, the governor. And these people never wanted the governor. And that is why they are doing all those things that they are doing. If really we want to build a united Nigeria, I don't think we can continue like that. Look at what happened in Plateau. It is rather unfortunate, my sister. Look, the security men have taken side. Let us tell ourselves the truth. You can. I was watching a documentary yesterday, and there was a testimony from one of them telling the press that look, while they were killing us, some of the soldiers were watching us from the other religion. So you cannot erase from the fact that the security men are not colluding. They are colluding. Ask him why Danjuma said some time ago that these people are colluding. You see what happened in Plateau, if care is not taken, it will swallow the whole country. I ask a pertinent question. The governor needs to stand up well so that he put everything to the correct perspective. He was given, what do you call it, some money for him to save his people. Now I ask the governor, if they are killing your people and you are watching that the way they are killing your people, it is rather unfortunate. Some of them were running to the chief of that town. Instead of them to save them, they killed them. So where are the security? Where are they doing? What is happening in Plateau has a political undertone. It has a political undertone. The earlier, the better that they have a political way to fight it. Let me quickly go to the relocation of airport AM to Lagos. Look, what they are doing to Bola Tinubu, in my own opinion, is against 2027. After Obasanjo transfer NPA, Nigeria Port Authority, and the Mesa to Lagos, nothing happened. What Bola Tinubu did, it was for business sake. Not that they want to take it from there. Now, instead for the northern senators to think about what is happening in the north, the insecurity in the north, the out of school in the north, the poverty in the north, they have decided to engage themselves in unnecessary activities. Today, Ali Indume, who is a senator in Borno, who is one of the arrowheads, accusing Bola Tinubu, not even go to Goza in his own time in Maiduguri.
All right,
it's time for them to now think about how to bring peace in Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
They divide us with this nonsense. Why are they taking Nigeria to?
Thank you so much, Ifaro. Your point is well taken.
That is doing this, I will have agreed, but somebody who is well-read, who have all the internet.
Thank you so much.
Still on this issue of security, especially in the north, in fact, the security personnel within the northern region now can say they have been overwhelmed. But generally, I will advise that the president of Nigeria today, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should come back to bringing the former committee of former security chiefs. In 2015, the committee of former security chiefs comprises former IG of police, former director of Nigerian Defense DSS, former director NIA, former all these former security chiefs. So if they can bring them together, and in the north you will have them more.
Is it not the same people that you are, some of you Nigerians accused of that they don't listen to each other? They always there's always this inter-service rivalry.
What no matter the accusation, you cannot take experience from them. They have the experience, and now majority of them are no longer in the barracks. They are living with the civilians in these communities where this insecurity is taking place currently in the north and generally across Nigeria. If the president can bring them together, in fact, bring back that former security chiefs committee. They normally have that meeting when I went to Kano to interview former retired General Alilu Akilu in Kano. He told me that from 2015 till 2020 or so, that the former President Muhammadu Buhari ceremoniously disbanded that committee. He has nobody within the government circle have called him for any security advice. General Alilu Akilu is one strong. He was the one who splitted Nigerian defense this into three. He brought about DSS, he brought about DIA and all of that. He was the one. And all so right. He have strong security, very serious experience within the security. We have them too many in the north. We have Shinkafi, we have General Guso. There are too many within the north that if you bring them together and they share intelligence, most of them they are living with us now in the communities, and they have more information than even those who are in the uniform now today. And they have experience more than those who are even in the service, because them during their time they have that opportunity for training. But today they are not even training those in uniform again. Presently, there is no serious training going on within the security sector. No serious training. But these people had strong training. Nigerian government normally fund them, taking them to Russia, taking them to US for training, proper training of security. All right. So they have more experience than most of these people who are in place.
So you are just talking about the experience. Don't you think that at some point, because you've been making mention of how insecurity in Nigeria is politically motivated? Yes. You don't think some of them might have their own political interests too?
Even if they have political interests, since they are not, that every human being is a politician. You have that political interest. Even you, if you are eating with your brother in your house, you will politics will be in your mind. Interest, like now, if you are to be the first person to go and to go to the soup, you will think which side is the meat, which side is this meat. You will be thinking which part of the meat that you will take, either the leg, the head, and all of that. That politics is in the mind of everybody. Interest is all we are talking about.
All right, so, Richard, let's leave security matters. Our time is fast spent. Let's go to other matters. Daily Trust Times says furor over alleged plans to relocate Nigeria's capital to Lagos, and then we've seen how our caller talked about how Senator Ali Ndume talked about it, and then some other persons have joined their voice in that regard, saying that they will not allow it happen. But then we've seen the presidency coming out to say it is more of rumor, it will not happen. So let's get your response in this regard, so just to douse that tension, because before you know it, it will start brewing and then it becomes something else. Two questions, I'd like you to take them together if you can help us in 3 minutes, because our time is fast spent. That, and then from there we'll move to business, where Cardoso unveils plan for Naira. Say CBN working towards genuine price discovery. Nigerians to buy fuel at cheaper price after 3 refineries begin to work, and then they're looking at bringing down inflation to 21.4% in 2024. I cannot wait to start buying fuel for 1 100 naira, 140 like we used to, instead of this 600 or 700 as the case may be. Because and then some people are even looking at 1,200, but then it has been denied. But we hope it doesn't get to that extent. Let's get your reaction in these two stories.
Taking it from relocating Nigeria capital to Lagos, as they are speculating, just like the caller said, it's all about politics. 2027. The other day I read on the on social media the statement from the former immediate past candidate of SDP, on the presidential candidate, the presidential candidate of SDP, Prince Wole Adebayo. He said it, that the current leaders we have, they are politicking more than governing.
Okay.
More politics than governance. They should put politics aside. What they are all doing, even Ali Ndume, is politics. Just to bring the political image of the current president of Nigeria down, since he's from Lagos. And that shouldn't be the part that we should do now. Because it's not possible. And the president cannot even do it, to say he's relocating federal capital from Abuja to Lagos. On what reason?
If it is even possible to do that.
It's doable, but he will not do it. They are just speculating, looking for a way on how to bring it down. But let them concentrate on politics more. Just like the caller said, there are too many things that need to be done now by senators who are our legislators in the National Assembly, to see how they will come up with bills that will help us solve security problem, help us solve many other economic problems in the country that is confronting us presently. So that apart, for relocation is not possible for now, and I don't think the president will even have any thought going to that angle. Then on the fuel price coming down, yes, he's right.
And naira also
for the fuel price,
400.
For the fuel price, it's right, because the moment the local refineries start operation, just like they have started now, you see Dangote is there too. There's no how can't you see Chevron now, which of the companies have tried to leave the country now? Shell. They are leaving the country because they have been the one making the country dry. They take crude outside, refine and bring and sell to us, taking everything from us. Now that refineries is picking up in the country, you see them running away now. So the moment refineries, like 2, 3, 4, 5 refineries start operation now, you see price of fuel coming down, because there will be no monopoly in that aspect anymore.
Sorry, that's the same argument we had when they said when the Dangote refinery come up and then start producing, and then that the fuel price is going to reduce. But then at least even the Dangote
refinery, they have not really done much.
But then
if it is only Dangote refinery, it can't solve the problem. It should be 2, 3, 4, 5. So that there will be open doors for marketers to go and get fuel from anywhere they want to get fuel. Like now, if a Nigerian refinery, if you are to lift fuel from there and they are selling maybe 1,000 naira per liter, Dangote may decide to sell his own for 600 naira. Just like in those days when television stations were monopolized, before they came to break the chain, breaking the chain. Now we have KAFTAN TV. Now we have AIT. We have Arise. We have all of any channel you want to tune your stations to. You tune it to now.
So but you also
once the monopoly, the chain of that monopoly is broken, you will see the price forcing itself down. It will come down. Before, I bought MTN line in the year 2000 for 15,000 naira. MTN line for 15,000. But the moment the monopoly wasn't there, you see price. There's some places that they even give out a line for free. So
that same politics that you've been talking about, from security to all that you've been talking about politics. There's politics in everything. Don't you think that the same politics will enter the fact that you have billions going into TAM, that's turnover maintenance, and then now you're bringing those refineries to start working? So those same politics that made TAM to always be paid or nothing, and then paying workers to do nothing, is it not still going to affect it again?
No. It depends. It's all about the political will. if the leadership is upright, there is no how the people working under the president will not do what he wants. In every administration, you should have your code. So the people working jointly with you, we know that this is my principal's line of action. I can't go beyond this point. I can't go beyond this point. But if the leadership is weak and he is not in control, if he is seen by his lieutenant that my principal is not in control, there is no how they will not misbehave. Just like the...
Who is the leadership you are referring to here?
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the one hiring all of them. Even these government refineries, who will manage the refinery is the one. How much price it should be fixed, he will still coordinate it.
Do you realize that most of the labor unions, they are still among those receiving funds from this turnaround maintenance, and then they come back to tell labor workers that we no go agree.
Labor union in Nigeria, they are for themselves. They are a cartel, and that is why you see the faces you see behind any labor president today. Tomorrow, if the one you see that is the president today, if he's not the one there, the other face you have been seeing behind him will be the next president. Have you seen where the peak president of Nigerian Labour Congress outside that INSECURITY? It's a cartel. So they are there to solve their personal problems.
That is the policy that we are talking about. You are taking us back to the politics.
No, I am telling you the truth in it now. That is just that then they are labor union. And the government officials that will be managing this sector should equally try to see how they will break their
everybody is playing this the politics that you're talking about.
And even the fair marketers, they equally have their own cartel. They can seize the price to say this is where we will stand.
But Richard, you cannot elect a president of Nigeria from Togo. It has to come from the inside.
It has to come president of Nigeria.
No, but because you are referring to the fact that
president of Nigerian Labour Congress. Yes, but you they are all in Abuja here. They are living in Abuja here. They are even the one most of the time. They are the one organizing some of these protests.
But you cannot take a president out of the union. That's what I'm saying.
CSOs, and all of they are the one arranging most of the protests. We have labor union in Lagos. We have in Benue State. We have in Taraba. We have in Kano. Have you ever seen somebody, a neutral body from some of these states, becoming national president of Nigeria?
But you cannot take one of the
from 1999 till as I'm talking to you. Have you seen anybody from
Richard,
outside?
You've not answered my question. You cannot take a president out of the labor union. It has to be someone that is inside the body.
But it can come from outside the center. It can come from. We have a labor union office in Benue State, and they have their members there. We have in Kogi State. We have in Niger. We have everywhere. But these ones that have formed this cartel of union within Abuja here, that will not give another person chance to become national president of Nigerian Labour Congress. Abuja. That's just it. Not just Nigerian Labour Union. If you go to even IPAC, from the past 5 or 7 years, those you see within the IPAC SECO, they are the one rotating the leadership of IPAC with themselves. They have IPAC chairman in states. Have you seen where the peak chairman of IPAC, Nigeria, that is Inter-Party Advisory Council. Have you ever seen where the neutral body, national chairman of IPAC, from either Annabel State?
Is it not an election?
It's just them that have formed that cartel.
But like I asked earlier, this is still the politics playing out.
You cannot
talking about the political will. It's obvious with what you're saying now that the political will is not there. So political will is not there. How not going to fix it?
You have to fix them out, change them. We have to change the narrative. We should have that mindset of changing them. That is why I'm saying that these people that are
going to change.
Is it not still true election?
It's true election, but you can allow. Okay, if they have that political will to say Nigeria should change. Okay, Nigerian Labour Union, the way you operate now, we don't want it. Even government officials can influence it. You bring somebody from either Ebonyi State as a labor leader from Ebonyi State to come and contest the national president of Nigerian Labour Congress. Not these ones that have already taken that oath. They are like caught here. They don't like the other day. The chairman of this banking institution, Honorable Eze, he was saying it in one of the programs in Kubwa the other day. That this current labor union, they took loan for this palliative of 18. They took loan to buy buses, more than billions. They took loans to buy buses for workers. Where are the buses for workers? They have not paid back the loan to government, and there are no buses anywhere serving these workers that they are representing.
All right.
Where is the money? They are not telling Nigerians, and they are not telling their members.
All right.
So it's a cartel formed by them here to see how they will make the country dry.
All right, let's
their own interest.
Let's just go to other stories, because if we stay on this one, we might not end. After all, they would say that it's corruption is institutionalized. You have it in the national. You are talking of NLC. Are you talking of presidential election? Are you talking of government?
You remember he also spoke about corruption and politics in the military and security. So you said change. Okay, that's why I said, how many are we going to change?
Okay, let's just
we have to change our mindset as Nigerians.
The Punch newspaper, very quickly, if you can help us in 2 minutes, our time is far spent. The Punch newspaper says forensic forex scandal. EFCC probes $347 billion fund summons and foreign firms, and this is with regards to, and they also have down there, you have 4 billion naira theft. EFCC lines up 15 witnesses against Obiano. So that's the former governor of Anambra State. I remember somebody came out and said that, okay, when he left the seat, he was partying, and it looks like he has so much immunity, they've got nothing on him, especially the EFCC and the ICPC. But now he's under their radar. If you check the Punch newspaper, it's not even looking nice at all. So what are your thoughts in this regard? Do you think that this will go across board, or it will just be cherry picking, like the accusations that came from to the former EFCC chairman, saying that they're always going for the jugular of Yahoo boys, but they are not looking at former governors and former presidents?
The issue of EFCC general presently, when the current NSA, Nigerian National Security Advisor, the current National Security Advisor, when he was EFCC chairman, that was when Nigeria really saw fight in the economic crime sector terribly. The present EFCC chairman already indicted the commission. He said it openly on the national television that his staff, that they are taking bribe, investigators within the EFCC, that they are taking bribe from the people they are prosecuting. So that shows that even the investigation they are talking about now, we don't even have hope of having anything positive from this investigation. So until the EFCC himself can get himself rid of some of these bad eggs within the system, before we can have confidence in whatever they are doing.
So you have confidence in them?
No, Nigerians have lost confidence in EFCC, because even the national chairman, maybe the current chairman of EFCC, he has that possibly for him to have come openly to accusing his staff. That shows that he means business. But if you have accused your staff, what have you done to get rid of those ones you have identified? Those are the areas that we Nigerians really want to know, if it is truly out to fighting corruption for us. Then the ones he have identified as the ones taking bribe within the system, he should come out openly and publish their names and possibly deal with them and fish them out of the system. Then we will now have confidence in them. But what is going on here, this issue of forest, and there will be enough 18, then the whole report will still turn negative against us as citizens.
All right, let's leave it there. Thank you so much, Richard Oriri, for your time with us. It's always a pleasure having these discussions with you.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much for coming.
All right, from there we'll move straight to our social media corners. We take some videos from social media and some things that trended, and this particular post from Obiama Onya says, hey, listen, if you want to marry my daughters and they need to take permission from you to visit me whenever they deem fit, no matter how far they are, stay away from me. I will personally come and take them away from you. Went on to say that you claim to be the leader in your home, then you should realize that the hallmark of leadership is the ability to be a team player in marriage. Making your wife take permission from you before seeing her parents is bad leadership. You must be stark raving mad if you think that, I'm so sorry, pardon my language, if you think that your miserable 10,000 naira or even 1,000 naira is enough to buy a full-grown human being whose parents use several hundred of millions to train, or does it cover for all the sacrifices that they've made? Okay, looks it's quite lengthy. And it says, my hubby and I did not raise them to fit into your prevailing master-servant relationship that apparently plagued marriages in Nigeria today. But I paid bride price. You say what? Bride price is merely a token of commitment and not a symbol of ownership. So those daughters are even fine. So if you want to, you better be very careful if you want to do anything around those ones. All right, we'll go straight to other ones. And then Senator Shehu Sani is asking, why do African young boys marry European grandmoms but don't want to marry African grandmoms? That's okay. Wow. For you.
Green card. I didn't say that, just green card.
All right, now the next one we'll take.
We have to talk about that. There's a clear difference in that.
Yeah.
If there's a
difference in what, Sandra?
Abroad now, you have to green card. I don't want to use the word japa.
The European grandmoms, they have fat account. But the Nigerian, the African grandmoms, they are empty in account. And Nigerian young boys.
Green card.
How about the Abuja
mom is not outside.
The Abuja moms, they are not looking for those younger ones. They are looking for the elderly and the married ones.
I disagree. If you are dating an abroad grandma or European grandma, it's for
it's for Joe. It's for
you have to
Okay, I hope they've answered your question, Senator Shehu Sani. We have so many that would have taken on social media trend, but I'm so sorry we'll not take that, but definitely we'll take them tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a wonderful time here on The Press. It's been a very wonderful time seeing your face and wherever you're watching us from. My name is Annabel Orji. Do have a very blessed day.
My name is Sandra Ago. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye for now.